like good stories, action, adventure, perhaps absolute freedom of choice, the potential to grow stronger and wiser? Do you crave real-life social connectedness in a world where face-to-face contact has been hindered by telecommunications and the internet? Do you crave romance and drama, or the feeling of absolute domination over your foes? Do you enjoy being the mastermind of intricate deceptions, evermore weaving thicker webs of political power? Are you a hero who wishes to triumph against overwhelming odds in the defending of your creed? Or are you a villain who wishes to reshape the world in your defiled image? Allow me to walk you through the secrets of the greatest game you will ever play. Tabletop role-playing games have dramatically evolved over time. Countless modules and rule sets have advanced in simplicity for new players and intricacy for veterans. You may have heard of these games in passing, or seen them depicted in various television shows. Some depicting them as joyous games of battle, and others depicting them as a threat against real-life religions. This is all far from the truth, and like many things portrayed in the media, tabletop role-playing games have been skewed in the public eye to portray a game played by social outcasts and cultists. Can you imagine yourself as a ruthless businessman or woman while playing Monopoly? Have you ever imagined yourself as a ruthless conqueror while playing Risk? If you've done these things, you've role-played, and if you haven't played this way, I highly suggest you trying it out. Tabletop role-playing games are very much like this, but instead of strict hindering rules, you roll dice to determine the outcome of anything you wish to do. The game, whether it be Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder, World of Darkness, or just a game master using coin flips to determine your success or failure, takes place inside the collective minds of the players and the game master. The same muscles in your brain that paint images of the places and characters in the novels you read are used to create a world in which you and your friends survive, fight, build, and destroy together. Tabletop role-playing games start with a game master who explains the settings of the world to all the players. Players then create the kind of character they would like to play the most, and are encouraged to come up with some backstory for that character. Is your paladin on a holy quest of vengeance to destroy the necromancer who killed his parents and used them as meat puppets? Maybe you're a wizard street performer who is trying to impress the princess of the high city, or a thieves guild member trying to overthrow the leader of the black market and become the new master of the underground. No matter what it is you choose, a good game master will accommodate and create missions and scenarios that will test your character and their potential. Next, the game master narrates what is going on in the world around you, from the people you engage with to the monsters you discover, and you and your friends work together to accomplish your character's individual goals by telling the GM what you wish to do. At this point, if what you ask for is easy, the game master may deem what you have done successful. If what your character decides to do is quite difficult, he or she will typically have you roll dice to determine the outcome of what you are trying to do. Now you may be thinking, that doesn't sound very realistic. What if I roll badly all the time? Well, no worries, because your character will have specific skills associated with who they are that give them bonuses to rolls. For example, your half-elf rogue would like to sneak around a corner to quietly get the drop on some baddies. The GM tells you, sure, roll me a d20, tell me what you've got. You roll a 3 on your dice, which is not very good, but you remember that you have a sneak skill of +7, making your total 10. Gladly declare, I've got a 10. The GM nods, knowing that 10 or higher was what you needed to not alert the baddies around the corner. Now you've got the element of surprise on your team's side. You may also be thinking, ugh, do I have to dress up or talk in a funny accent or something? And the answer to this is simple, absolutely not. I've played whole games where the game master herself was too shy to act out what her non-player characters were doing, so she described calmly and in detail every gesture and attitude of everyone we met in her game world, and we still had an absolute blast. All in all, tabletop role-playing games are for everyone. If you have an imagination and love good stories, you should seriously consider giving any of them a try. It's a good excuse to meet old friends or keep yourself away from more life-destructive forms of entertainment. The fact that these games allow players to have absolute choice over what they may do at any time takes the game to a realm of fun that will never be attained in any video game. These games inspire the deepest forms of creativity from all players and allow a deeper exploration of oneself. They train us how to handle real-life situations in a safe environment and how to work better with others that may share different beliefs than us. They keep people together and allow us to experience what it feels like to be in the shoes of heroes and villains. This is why I believe role-playing games are the greatest games you will ever experience. If you are interested in learning more, subscribe and check out my other videos about role-playing games. You can also check out channels like Geek and Sundry, which has a series titled Critical Role, which features a group of famous voice actors playing a Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
I'm going to wander into the room with a nod. Just sit for a moment.
Wait. Prove that you're you.
No.
It's you.
Thank you.
If this video helped you or inspired you in any way, leave me a thumbs up, and if you're a veteran, leave us some comments about what role-playing means to you. This is Nick from RPG Mastery, and remember to keep calm and roll 20.